5 micro habits that have made motherhood easier. Hi there, my name is Catherine. I am a mum of 2, previous childhood educator of 12 years. When I say motherhood has been a very humbling experience, that is no exaggeration. There are elements that I just honestly thought being a mum is going to be so simple. I already have everything set up. I know what I need to do. And it has not been as smooth or as linear as I would have hoped or liked. So today I thought I would set up a video of 5 micro habits that have made motherhood easier. Now, some of these are going to seem very basic. You might even be doing them already, but it also might be something that didn't really occur to someone. And I think that is the most joyful thing about motherhood, is being able to look to another mum and know that we can take bits and pieces of motherhood and advice from other mums and apply them to our own lives. We don't have to do things exactly the same way because we don't have the exact same children. We don't have the exact same finances or circumstances, but it just makes the load lighter knowing that, you know, we have the accessibility to be able to jump on and watch a mum talk about just how valuable it can be and the experiences that they have. So we're starting off with number 1. It is very basic, but when I make the beds in the morning, I automatically set out the kids' pajamas for the nighttime. So or basically wherever you are going to dress your child that evening. So whether it be from the drawer of the child's, your kids' clothes, or when you're doing the washing, you just put aside those clothes that you're going to dress your child in at night. And that in itself is just such a gift. And I think the biggest thing with motherhood is like thinking about the future self. Future me will thank me for that. So first one is, doing that. I can talk later in maybe another video about other like dressing children and talking in that regard, how much easier. There's other things that you can do to make it simple. Okay, the second one is, which I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy this one, but it makes a difference. Emptying the dishwasher as soon as you wake up in the morning. So again, it is not the thing that I want to be doing first in the morning, but when I wake up, I boil the kettle for a cup of tea, and the first thing I do is I empty the dishwasher, because when the dishwasher's empty, then that allows for everything else to be put away straight into the dishwasher. To go a step up from that, I'm not sure if anyone else does this, but the actual little basket that all the cutlery goes in, it goes into the sink that I'm not using, so that during the day I don't have to be constantly opening and closing the dishwasher. It all just goes straight in, and that just makes it a bit simpler. And if you've got a toddler, you will also know that opening and closing the dishwasher can sometimes be a 10 to 20 second task, having to move them aside to then put what you need to put in. So instead of it piling up in the sink, it all goes in the dishwasher, and it's the clean as you go method, which makes it, a lot simpler. Okay, number 3 is, after I do the dishwasher in the morning, I then go and make my tea, obviously, and then I go and put a load of washing on. So there's a couple of ways to manage washing. Also can do that in another video. But now that we're living in an apartment, I do a load or 2 every day. So the clothes that, we're using day to day, a load goes on. Depending if I shower the kids or not in the morning, I might extend that out, and I'll pop it on just when after I've just put the kids in the shower. But that in itself is already the morning gets away from you, and just having that one load of washing on just brings a lot of ease. Whether it's going in the dryer or on a clothes rack, clothesline, whatever it is, at least it's washed and dried. Folding and putting away, I admittedly struggle with that a bit more. And I still haven't found the perfect solution for that, but another one. Number four. Number four. So number four is filling up the kids' drink bottles in the morning as well. So the thing I found most difficult with motherhood is the ping-ponging between children. So one child wants something, so you fill that need, and then you've got to go to the next child, and then they have a need, and then all of a sudden it's like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Whereas if you can try and foresee the things and the needs that you might be able to serve quickly or not have to stop what you're doing. So just filling up drink bottles. Someone says they're thirsty, their drink bottles are right there and there's no problems. Okay. And number five, this one's more for the mum. I always make a point of listening to something uplifting in the morning. So I do watch quite a bit of YouTube content. I love a good mum vlog. I love all of the organizational videos. I've learned so much. I also really love the Mel Robbins podcast and all of the different guests that she has on the show. And sometimes it's nice to take yourself outside of the learnings and everything that you want to know about motherhood and just take like things from, people that aren't mums. So it's always something to be learnt. And sometimes I find mum content can be quite doom and gloom or chaos. And I always find if I watch something really uplifting in the morning, then I'm not heading to that chaos. I'm really just taking something in, learning something, and trying to add value to my day. And it's great because the kids aren't watching it. They're just going about their morning. And I have just a little space in time. So my son actually wakes up at about 4:30 in the morning. So my daughter will follow. She's anywhere between 5 and 6:30. So if I can take that small moment of the day and just watch something or do something for myself that isn't loud and isn't going to interrupt them. And my son quite often will breastfeed, so I let him feed and then I get to watch something, have my cup of tea, and then I start meeting the needs of the kids during the day. And obviously, you've got your other things like bed making and everything else at motherhood. But those are just 5 small habits that I've found have made a really big impact in how I feel and managing the chaos that motherhood can sometimes be. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this brought some value. Please leave a comment and share with my community if there's anything else that you find as a small micro habit that helps within motherhood, because I feel like we are all here to guide and teach each other. And if we can pass something on to another mum that brings value to their life, then that's what it's all about. See you next time.